Hello and welcome back to Severed Sons Presents Rolling in the Netherdeep. We are excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the lands of Wildmount and Marquette. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have...
Hey everybody, this is Bill, and I'll be playing Orgoth, Skullcrusher.
This is Jaiden playing Laphus Prismawing.
Hi, it's Ross, and Wilvan Grandmane is back.
Yay! Awesome!
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I'm playing North.
Ross, we
Let's
were
go.
good to have you back. We are so excited. So much has really happened since you were
Jesus, I
gone.
bet. For all of us, I guarantee it.
Well, let's just dive in really quickly, get into it. We got a lot to get to today. If everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Rolling in the Netherdeep, episode 62, Return of the Moustache. So, last time, Orgoth signed the complaint against Sir Aloysius Nightbreaker, and then reunited with the Masked Condor, who, after hearing about the attack on them close to their home, sent former champions to protect the Cool Flame. North got a tattoo on their leg, while Laphus solved the riddle, very easily I might add. Afterward, everyone gathered at the Cool Flame and met some of the champion protectors. The next morning, Prolix came in to tell you that Gallio Cerda had crumbled under questioning and told the Allegiance Inquisitors that the Vermilion Dream were looking for something called the Key to the Netherdeep. And Prolix is sitting. This is morning, by the way. And Prolix is like, I don't know much more than that. But we got her to talk. Maybe we can find out more information what this key actually is. But I just wanted to let you know as soon as I found out something. I wanted to tell you in person.
Oh, well, thank you for letting us know. And you said that this key is an axe.
I believe so. Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I don't think I told Lapis North. I don't think I told you, but Prolix helped me try to reach Wilvan yesterday.
Okay.
And
Is he
I sent
back
a
yet?
message. But I just got this like or some weird. I don't know what it was. It was like screamy, staticky stuff back.
Excuse me?
I don't know. Prolix heard it. Maybe he can do the sound better.
Lapis, Ashes is kind of like whimpering and scratching a little bit.
Scratching at what?
Like his neck. Like a
She's
dog
gonna
scratching.
reach in and like kind of scrape the sides of his neck with her nails.
Wilvan,
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
suddenly these giant metal talons are coming toward you.
Wilvan quickly unsheaths his sword and puts it out to put a block between him and the nails.
Make an attack roll.
I'm still frozen. I apologize
It...
to my viewers. Oh, that's that's gonna be well, I haven't done this in a while. 14.
14. You feel a little prick, Lapis, but no damage. Like something
Ah.
sharp.
What the hell? I'm I'm gonna assume it's maybe a tick or something, but it's weird. He has no blood to drink. So I'm going to look
Make a
through his
perception.
fur.
Make a perception roll.
Oh my god. What's wrong with you, buddy? Perception. That's only an 11.
It's enough. You kind of like look through and you see this tiny little like dark brown something, and suddenly it starts getting bigger, and suddenly like it kind of like it's like erupting towards you like this giant hat.
What the I'm
And
gonna push away from it.
And then suddenly Wilvan is standing next to Ashes, and Ashes just kind of curls around and sits down, like the issue gone completely. And Wilvan's just standing there.
What the fuck were you doing on my fox?
That's an entrance.
He looks dazed. he looks dizzy, and he kind of like loses his balance and like grabs the table for a second just to get his bearings. And I think without even looking at how busy the cool flame is, he just yells out, "Never do that again!" And he's talking to the dragon.
There is quite this breakfast is actually hopping. There's quite a few people here. This is morning right now. No response from the dragon, however.
And when he finally like gets his eyes on straight, he looks up at everyone and he says, "Hi."
Hi.
Yeah,
you're,
what's
you're
up?
back. You're back,
Oh,
and like Orgoth
I-
will give him the big crush hug because it's back.
And he accepts it, just reluctantly, I guess. And he says, "I've been here longer than you think."
Wait,
Oh.
how long were you on?
How long exactly?
Well, originally I never left. The
What?
bastard just made me the size of a fucking germ. And Laphus, you nearly stepped on me at one point.
Oh,
But I've been in Ash's Fur for I lost count. I've been in there looking for a way to get out. I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me. So I guess he's had enough, and he's brought me back.
Oh, that makes the whole the sound I heard. I guess makes sense. Maybe you were trying to talk back to me, but it was teeny. I don't know, because you were. When I sent you a message, all I got back was and didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, pal. I figured by your lack of response, your lack of excitement, that you didn't understand me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I left you so abruptly. It wasn't my fault. It's never my fucking fault. And he covers his face with his hands.
But you came back. Everybody comes back. That's what counts, right? That's what matters. Is you're back.
That's what matters, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel great. That's disorienting with the size change and all. I I need a second just to get my bearings.
You look around, and there's a lot of people here. There, you do see this very muscular halfling sitting on a stool at the end of the bar, and he's got his arms crossed, and he's kind of like watching, kind of curiously. But then you see him kind of like he's obviously a bouncer. You don't recognize him. You haven't, he has somebody you don't recognize. You haven't seen him before.
Am I drawing too much on attention? What are we all right here?
Yeah, you're gonna get us thrown out.
how much were you able to hear when you were on Ashes?
Yeah,
Ron?
how much?
Yeah, you really didn't return. The dragon basically took you someplace else, which is what the message I sent you. And then when he returned you and got you out of there at the last second, he took you back to Ashes. So you've only been on Ashes for maybe like the last few hours.
I suppose I've been here about as long as the sun, and I was kind of preoccupied. I wasn't fully paying attention. I was just trying to return back to my normal size. I knew I was here. I mean I know Ashes like the back of my hand at this point, but no, I haven't really been paying attention.
All right, so we got to catch him up to speed, guys.
Oh
I feel
gosh,
like.
there's so much.
First and foremost, kind of figured out some guy in Zadash knows all about and she like motions on her hand, like the marking on his.
You found someone that understands it?
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
I found a book. He's the author of the book, and he kind of sort of made these sorts of spiral contracts.
Well, I'd love to hear what you found. At some point, I'm sure there's far much more to catch up on right now, but we'll talk. And he looks down at it and he says, "I think I've got a new understanding of it as well, but I haven't really had a chance to look at it yet."
We got sued? Question
Yeah, we're going to
mark?
court. I
North,
have to meet.
you see Orgoth kind of waving at Spike, and Spike says, 1 second, and looks at North.
I just shake my head.
He comes over and puts an ale in front of Wilvan and in front of North, even though it's morning, nothing in front of Laphus, and a water in front of Orgoth.
It's bad luck to cheers with water, Spike. I mean, you're a bartender.
He takes.
We've got to celebrate Wilvan's return.
He looks at North.
Hot chocolate.
1 second.
I don't want a hot chocolate.
He comes back with a little
it's hot
eyedropper.
here.
He comes up with a little eyedropper and like takes a little like squig, like phew, eyedropper of beer and just puts 1 drop of beer into your water and then walks off.
Good morning.
Orgoth's just staring at North,
What?
but we'll grab the tankard and is like, "Oh, okay, Wilvan, welcome back. I'm really glad that you're back." And he
Welcome back, honey.
Wilvan will cheers a little reluctantly, but he'll pull his up as well.
The face.
It still tastes like water.
yeah.
He fucked around. He's gonna find out.
Now it tastes like Coors Light.
Oh God.
And I've no doubt that you've all been up to gods know what, but I don't think that the Cerberus Assembly has given up just yet here in Ankara.
Oh no, they have not.
Oh boy, they have not. We're gonna fight them at least, you know.
Yeah. It'd be fun to like wreck their shit in a very legal and lawful way.
Possibly murder.
I'm gonna try not to. I mean,
So they're actually going through with the Bowl of Judgment.
Yep.
mm-hmm.
Ross, just so you know, time-wise, it's about probably a week and a day until that competition.
Honestly, I have some reservations about that. I feel like we have to go down first, below the city. I've been feeling off ever since you left, actually. It has not come back, so I want to be on top of my game when I explode their asses.
Wilvan, you remember that. You failed a saving throw as well, right?
For what?
When you were down in... I'm trying to remember.
Trying to go down to... I think I was the only one who failed it.
Okay. Well, Orgoth failed
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah, and then I failed it up here.
A psychic attack.
Yeah.
That made you... So you haven't... Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Continue.
Yeah, I know what North's saying. I kind of had the same thing. In fact, when I was at the Bowl of Judgment yesterday, talking to the Masked Condor, he was helping me meditate because I just was really off. Like I couldn't hit things. My timing was bad. I really felt like I was at some like strangely otherworldly imposed disadvantage at my ability to fight. And so he helped me meditate, and when I did, I had this vision of remember those like weird gray tentacle swimmy guys that were in the water? Like one of them like coming towards me, like trying to reach out and grab me. And then I came out of it. So yeah, there's something going on. That's because I'm down there.
Yeah, I had a little chat with a friend of mine, and at friend of mine, I'm just gonna look quickly at Laphus like, you know, that friend.
Mm.
And he just confirmed that this is something that comes from below. So I kind of really want to get that solved so that we can give them a good old ass whooping.
Yeah, it doesn't really help that every so often I hear things that try to get in my head, and I just kind of
Oh, you get that?
yeah, it's happened like twice, and every so often it just goes away.
So it's trying to make its way to you.
Has it gone to you guys?
I mean,
You're
Orgoth
muted.
is muted.
Yeah, I think that's what like North and I had
Yeah.
happen, right? Yeah.
Despair, depression, yada yada.
Wilvan, when you were mini you, did you hear any voices in your head that wasn't Dragon Man?
You did not.
Oh no.
Uh
Oh,
oh.
no. Wilvan, you hear any of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
All right.
North asked you if you'd heard any voices when you were
Oh.
small.
Lapis.
I mean, sorry.
Yes.
Lapis.
No, you're good. I heard it.
Okay.
So
The
everyone's
dragon might have.
Sorry, go ahead.
Roll.
I think we're losing you, Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're lagging. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we put the puppet instead so that
Yeah.
we're saving bandwidth for Ross?
Yeah. I mean, he's still going to be on Zoom, so.
Yeah, but it's gonna save a little bit, like from
Yeah.
like sending video.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me find it. Puppet. Okay, there we go.
I think there is. I might have to go out and come back in.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do
Okay.
Getting tiny again. No.
that.
Shit,
And
Wilvan!
he shrinks back down.
No.
Got you, buddy. I got you.
I can't believe we fucking did that Honey I Shrunk the Kids thing.
Honey, I Shrunk to Wilvan. Yep.
Yeah.
Do. Ashes is just now comfortable and is asleep.
Good. I'm just gonna have him on my lap now.
Like, idly scratching. Baby.
Let's see if this works or not.
Better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds much
Yay.
better.
All right, then I'm just not going to turn my video back on.
Okay.
All right.
Excellent.
We just have a picture of you in our minds and in our hearts. It's okay. We know.
Man, it's so frustrating when we can't just play around a damn table.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
All right,
Y'all should
2024.
come
Everybody
over.
moves.
Well, to answer your question, no, I haven't heard anything in my head. It's just been me and the big guy.
Aw.
Hmm.
All
Are you all
right.
right? Is everything okay? What are you hearing?
Well,
Someone's getting desperate, is what it, like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, saying stuff like I'm not good enough, or I knew I could never do this, or like I
What?
need help, and that kind of stuff.
And we don't know who
Like-
it is, or does it sound like Elixian, maybe?
The one I remember was he said my power was not enough, it never will be, and then that's when I started feeling weird.
Hmm.
Ron, did it sound like Elixian to us?
Make an insight check.
That's a disadvantage. This one's cocked.
12.
Well,
8.
8. It kind of sounded like, but it was like really like echoey and reverbery, and it just really dark, and it was hard to. It didn't sound like the visions that you've had in the past.
Right. I mean, it wasn't clear like the vision that we all had, but I mean, kind of.
Well, if it makes you feel worse than just a little despair, make sure you speak out about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's concerning, at the very least. Wilvan is a little distracted for a moment, and he says, if we're going down to Kelmorn, there's the mages, well, the annexes are looking for a teleportation a way down there magically, since they don't know how to get down, or they have no access, which means all they need is someone to explain a precise location to them. They might be looking for that right now. I suppose there's a chance we meet them down there if they're successful. But it's better to beat them down there, at the very least.
We've done our best to give them warning, well, to give our allies warning about them, but
Yeah, they've tried quite a few. That while I was indisposed, that I was privy to several of their conversations. They've looked into.
Oh, were you?
Unfortunately, yes. Walcott, he's not happy with the other four. He's demanding their commitment to Ravana, considering that she, and he kind of rubs his eyes, is soon going to be made one of the 8 true Cerberus Assembly mages. She's about to have a lot more power than she's had in the past.
Oh, Ron, what do I know about the 8?
They're just basically the 8 are the Cerberus Assembly. They have mages that are underneath them. I mean, it's kind of a famous thing.
Okay.
You don't maybe know all the names, like specific names of who they are.
Okay, cool. Yikes.
The chain reached out to them, but they're not interested. Walcott, at least, is smart enough not to get involved with them. But they're here looking for allies. Sword is a strikeout. The Allegiance is a strikeout. They're not going for the Cobalt Soul, but he looks around and he kind of gets quiet. He says, "Does anyone have?" Then he kind of makes eyes with North. He said, "Has anyone heard anything about the Sentinels of Memory?"
Shit, I have that somewhere. Oh my god, was that the thing that Gals was with?
It was, yes. It's a
Talk to that man.
It's a subsect of the Vermilion Dream.
Is Prolix still there?
Prolix is, he's watching the whole thing kind of intently. Yeah, he is.
Prolix, would you be able to send a message?
I assume that means you've heard of them?
I mean, we know one.
Are they good guys, Wilvan, or bad guys?
I suppose that depends on whether or not they helped Cerberus Assembly.
Can I, Prolix,
Yeah.
my friend,
Yes.
my darling,
Yes.
love of my life.
I won't go that
Is he the
far.
love of your life?
Absolutely.
Insight check.
I'm gonna say
For shits and giggles, I'm gonna. Ah, okay. It's a
I got a-
25 on the deception.
I got a 9. Is North been hiding feelings for Prolix from us?
That's a 25, baby. I don't know what to tell you. Like, these nights I've been away. Maybe.
Orgoth's gonna give like Prolix a look and like
Prolix is like, what is going on here?
I just need a message sent, if possible, please. If you have the resources today, of course.
I just woke up an hour and a half ago. Yeah, I've got. It's all up here. I'm good to go.
Please, sweetie. Okay. You remember that? Have you ever run into the other group of adventurers that came in with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, actually you came back to the city with them.
Yes.
Like
They gave us
way
a.
back when.
They. Yeah. We got. They came with me.
Yeah, the drow.
Yes.
I need to talk to him.
Galsariad was his name, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Do you want me to send a message
Yes.
to him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is the message?
Oh, it's just something really quick, like, hey babe, how do I get in contact with your old friends from the Sentinels? It's important.
Okay.
Kakais and it's important. Cerberus Assembly are bastards.
Okay. Talk amongst yourselves as I look something up. But he's like, Prolix is like, okay, message sent. I'm getting those like these dots kind of appearing and disappearing. So.
Oh, he's typing. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, but are you okay, Wilvan? Like you were tiny and somewhere else, and the dragon was doing stuff to you. Are you okay?
I mean, as far as I can tell, but he looks around again and kind of like his eyes focus on the window that he's seen the dragon kind of polymorph before and watch him. He says, I'm worried about the annexes that are here from the assembly because, damn it, I knew it. That pseudo dragon that the one's carrying, it recognized me. They know who I am. And that's not good news for me.
It's
Means
so
it's
we
not
should
good
just,
news for us.
I mean, we should just kill him, though, right? It should be that. I know North is all against it, but like, I have no problem if we fight them in the Bowl of Judgment.
I mean, doesn't the Bowl of Judgment have like clerics in case that kind of shit happens?
Yeah, they do. They've got safety precautions. It's happened before though.
Yeah, but
I got told by the Mass Condor that every now and then, or Morgan, I think maybe told me of the Scarbearers that rarely it happens where they can't get there fast enough, or the damage was so great. Because one time I think some gnome artificer thing blew up, and
Why is
but
it always
I
the
mean,
artificers?
it can happen.
Prolix he says, okay, I'm getting something. Hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I'm gonna plug the ox.
Okay, he says, and you hear in your head, North. He does the thing where he kind of pushes the voice to you, and you hear Gals is like, I would be very careful, but I met people from the Sentinels of Memory inside of an octagonal tower on the western side of the guided district.
Tower.
There is a man,
Western side. He
western side of the guided district, an octagonal
Okay.
tower. You'll recognize it because it is leaning slightly.
Mm-hmm.
My contact is a gnome named Watcher Byron. And I think that's going to be at least 25 words, so.
He didn't call me babe. I'm sad.
He had 25 words.
What worries me is that if we do kill them, no one else knows what they're up to. So that's going to villainize us here in Ankarel.
Oh, absolutely.
And B, if they've already recognized me, then surely they've already sent word to Ravana, which means that doesn't help me in the slightest.
it could also be very well perceived as a big old diplomatic incident as well.
Exactly.
Murder is never that easy.
So, murder, no, cock block, yes. I think would be the best way to approach this problem.
Is there anyone outside of who we know to be familiar with Kilmorrow that could be helping them on the sly? Anyone else that might know what it's like down there?
I mean, if they go...
We met a dwarf,
Mm.
but I don't think that she was. I don't think she was helping them. I don't know if Asta was in
She
any.
was with the Vermilion Dream, though. She was,
Yeah. I don't think, and they were like holding her like injured prisoner anyway.
Well,
so
I do have to check in with getting my notes. Father Egan in the guided district. So I can make a stop by the Everlight's shrine as well to see if that person's okay, and go meet with Watcher Byron as well. It's all happening there.
I'd like to join you if you don't mind.
we met a
Absolutely.
we met a dwarf that was with the Vermilion Dream and was supposed to be like the first person to find rudium. So they obviously are at least familiar with some of Kilmar. That's what I thought of it.
And they're here in Anchorale, you say?
In the guided
yeah.
district.
Possibly
Yeah.
dying.
Well, it might
Well, I don't know,
behoove us if they do.
Well, yeah, they were part of the Vermilion Dream, and they were like being held in the Vermilion Dreams. I don't know, wherever that
It was
tower,
like a hideout or
temple,
something.
Hideout, something. Yeah, we broke them out and then questioned them, and then we gave her over to these nice clerics for healing. So they kind of owe us, I think.
Oh, Prolix, baby.
Yeah.
Can you, if it's possible, can you just check in with Galsariad if he's planning on coming back soon? Because having these conversations like this, it's kind of hard, you know.
Okay.
I want to have a proper talk
Okay.
about these things.
He sends a message, immediately gets a message back. We're in the middle of something. I don't know how easy it will be to return. We're prepping to go up against a big monster. Tell you details later, babe.
Love you. Bye.
Heart emojis.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well,
Laphus.
hopefully they survive.
The door opens and Pollux comes in holding a big bag.
Oh, no.
And he hands the bag to you and he says, okay, here is 100,000
100,000 what?
grains. I have to go count more.
You don't have to give
And
them to
he
me.
puts them on the ground and leaves.
What have you done?
I didn't want him around. I told him to go and count every single grain of sand out there in the desert to, not be here.
Laphus, you're gonna kill him with heat stroke.
He's killing my mental health here. I need to make him lose his will to live.
Yeah, he's kind of a menace, honestly.
Well, but he's helping out Spike by getting the word out about all the champions here at the bar, though.
Yeah.
And he did a great job as president of my fan club.
I don't
mean,
think
he's
he
not a
knows
very
what that
good
means.
singer.
The door opens up and Pollux comes back in. He's got pinching his fingers together. And he's like, oh, forgot one. Reaches down, opens the bag, drops it in, and leaves again.
That's 100,001.
Or was it 99,999 and now it's 100,000?
I'm gonna go put this bag outside.
It's deceptively heavy. So
I'm dragging it out.
Watch out! Don't leave your arms behind.
The Give me a second. I have to find his name. Give me a second.
Is it Smallberries?
It is Smallberries. The halfling comes over and says, "Ma'am, let me get that for you." And it's this big, muscular, basically almost as big wide as he is tall, like full of muscles. And he looks at you, Wilvan. He's like, "Oh, a fellow small folk. My name is Gamwich Smallberries, champion of the Bowl of Judgment." And he kind of salutes you, reaches down, easily picks up the sandbag, and walks outside.
How do you get the name Smallberries?
I don't know. I want to know.
He shouts back, "They're not that small. I've got 7 kids," and then closes the door. So.
Oh God!
I forgot he
He's
has
got
seven
really
kids.
good. Yeah, he's got good hearing too, though. Yeah.
Hey, if we're heading to the guided district, do we have an hour to spare? I could use a bath, as he kind of smells himself, and
Oh, yeah.
he looks up at Laphus and he says, "And so could Ashes."
All right, I'll go do that. I'm gonna grab Ashes and go upstairs.
Ashes is like not happy.
Oh no!
There's daggers at Wilvan.
How dare
Well,
you?
then he'll down the rest of his tankard.
Okay.
So do they go off?
So everybody's gone. North, are you leaving?
Not yet. I told Wilvan that like he could come with, so I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
North.
What?
How long is this going to go on?
Well, it's just day one, buddy.
I'm fine. We talked about it.
You know, there's talking and there's acting. And I want to see a bit more action. So if you're not going to take initiative, I will.
Okay, fine. Okay. All right.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Okay.
How
Paul-
early is it, by the way?
9:30 or 10.
North is sipping, but yep, that's early.
Wilvan, you're in the bath. You are taking a bath, and you look down at your tattoo.
Wilvan is very distant. Finally, he has a moment just to kind of process everything that's happened to him recently, and he looks down at the tattoo, makes a fist, opens it up, makes a fist,
And as
he
you do
just-
that, you can see the words spinning, like you're able to concentrate on it, and you can move the words spiraling in and out of the center.
And first he kind of toys with that a little bit, just kind of getting the hang of it and understanding how to control it. Then he starts reading to the best of his ability.
There are a lot of names. A good amount of names. I'm going to ask you a question, but I don't have the Facebook. Let me see. You don't have Zoom chat popped out, do you?
I do.
Okay.
I just
okay.
don't have the Twitch chat.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a lot of names, and you get past the end of the names, and you see your sister's name is the very last name on the list. And then after that, it gets into a very tangled legalese, and you're able to understand the language. Like you can see the words swimming, like the letters swimming, so that it becomes readable to you, to your eyes. But it's very complicated.
That's the only name he recognizes.
The couple of names before seem to be generational. There seems to be one name for every generation, as long as your village existed.
Mm-hmm. And it's only names?
It's not only name. After the end of the names, there is a contract section. And it's very heavy legalese, twisted. The party of the first to the party of the second, and every time it gets to a blank that a name is filled in, it goes through that entire list of names again. So you're just kind of like, you know how you're like scrolling through the terms of service, and
Yeah.
it's like all the way it makes you go all the way to the bottom to click the button.
Hmm.
It's like that.
I feel like he's like spiral scrolls it kind of like Doctor Strange does with the time stone.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
so he's scrolling and he's looking for information on the dragon if
Okay.
there's any like names or if there's any sort of indication of what it is, who it is, etc.
I'd like you to make an investigation check.
Not rolling great today. That's a 10.
There is a couple of places where there's like a name, the party of like the sign E. It's like the person who what's it called in lawyer terms where there's somebody who represents the company,
Council.
the council, um, the council and writer of the contract. Um, it looks like his name begins with a Z, and it's 5 letters long. But it's kind of like very like the words, the letters kind of like twist and turn, and like they're not wanting to be recognized, and it's like some sort of magical effect that's happening that's blocking you reading it.
And and I know the dragon's name to start with a D. So
Correct.
it's not the same. Okay.
So it's not the same.
So Wilvan he'll scroll all the way to the end to see if there's a signature or of any sort.
There are signatures for every name, and there's also a signature representing the party of the da 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 Z da 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 signature da 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 written by da 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 da.
So Wilvan kind of says to nothing, to himself, but to the air as he investigates all that. Oh, so you're not the only one.
No response.
And he'll say, it took me on quite a ride. And that wasn't fun, but I do appreciate what you've revealed to me regarding the assembly. I'm sure it won't come free.
It never does, you hear whispered. And when that voice comes into your head, your brain starts to buzz a little bit. And you hear this voice that's not the dragon. And they were right. I bring nothing but despair. And I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well,
That's a success.
Come on, Moustache Man, let's go.
And that voice came out of nowhere, and you hear the dragon kind of like, "Oh, who was that? How rude."
you mean that wasn't one of yours?
One of mine, no.
So you're not completely in control, are you?
I'm in control of you. Let's see you try to wriggle out of this one.
Wilvan puts the scroll, the tattoo away, takes a deep breath, and submerges himself under the water just to finish his bath and continues getting ready.
Okay. Laphus, Ashes is just kind of like mad.
Look, I'm washing him with like an oatmeal shampoo. He's gonna smell nice.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Ashes looks at the brush on the floor and is like, wants to be brushed, wants to be, really
All right,
pampered.
I will brush you. I just need to rinse you out. You'll be fine.
So Ashes and Wilvan finish their respective baths, and Prolix is going to head off and leave. Says bye to Orgoth and North. And Wilvan and Laphus come back down, and Ashes is all fresh and clean, and so is Wilvan. So, what do you do? The day is yours.
We'll hop by the guided district and then we go downstairs.
Before that though, I know me and North talked to a specific tattoo artist.
Oh yeah.
We got an area. We didn't really get a name for that parlor that guy works at though.
No, we did not. I've taken care of my shit, by the way. I'm just gonna say it. I've taken care of my shit. I put my lotion on. Everything's fine.
All right. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Wilvan would want to be there for it with this thing.
No, yeah, but we have to go to this place, right? And we're kind of far away from that place for now.
For now, but it would be nice to have it so we don't have to come back to him later.
I mean, there's that, but then again, if we go there and we're not at 100%, we're not gonna do too well.
I mean, you think he's gonna fight us there?
Maybe.
I can go by myself. I just need a name.
I mean, the
Did you-
choice should maybe be Wilvan's in the end, since that's.
Did you guys go to a tattoo parlor?
Yeah.
Like a magic tattoo parlor? Is that what you said?
North has a sick tattoo.
Yeah.
Show him. You need to show him.
Okay, I'm gonna just lift. Well, I'm gonna get rid of my boot. Number one. I'm gonna just roll up the pant leg, and there's basically a fucus with a snake curling around the hilt and going a bit down the blade.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one. That's good.
And suddenly the tattoo starts to glow, and Ophiuchus appears in North's hand.
Whoa.
Eh?
Pretty
That
How
awesome.
cool is that?
That's fire. I like that. That was good.
North, make a perception check.
At the disadvantage, is it?
It is visual, yes.
Okay, so straight
Even.
roll. Okay. Oh, perception. 18.
You look down at your tattoo, kind of like just kind of hold your leg out, your calf out, and you see like the actual image of Ophiuchus is gone from the tattoo, leaving the snake behind, and you see a tiny image of a tear coming out of the snake's eye.
Excellent. I'm going to send him back there. Just like
Okay, and,
okay.
and the tear disappears when you do that. When the
Oh, how much did that tattoo cost?
Part of my soul. I'm
Okay,
kidding.
don't wanna pay that.
Roughly 70-ish.
Oh,
Tip.
well, like, do you wait? Can I? Where is this tattoo parlor?
Up your butt around the corner. You have to close your eyes, spin a little bit.
Okay.
Orgoth stands up, closes his eyes, and spins.
nothing happens.
It's supposed to be in a specific alleyway.
Oh, okay. I gotta get a tattoo. I want another tattoo. That was cool.
Well, so is it just illusory? Just makes an image appear in your hand, or does it do more than that?
I mean, it's my actual sword that I had before.
Oh, it was like a full fucking sword.
Oh
Got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What kind of sword it was, Ophiuchus?
He's a forgot the fucking word.
Scimitar?
No.
Falchion?
Rapier?
No, not a falchion. Jesus. Uh,
Rapier?
adjacent.
Cutlass? I don't know.
No.
Epi-
I'm gonna.
We'll figure it
Oh
out.
God. A spadroon. There we go. It's a
Spadroon,
spadroon.
that's it. Okay.
It's a lot of words I've never heard before in the past 10 seconds.
It's a lot of swords. They're like kind of like light dueling kind of piratey swords a
Yeah.
little bit. So yeah. So you're all going to head to the tattoo parlor
I thought we were going to the guided district.
first? Okay.
I don't know. I'm asking y'all. Like,
Well, where do you want to go? You certainly want a place. I just need to go back there at some point to get the name of the parlor we gotta go to.
I'm on board just to meet Byron, so I'll follow until we get there.
Yeah.
No, I want to check out this tattoo parlor. I'm going with you guys.
I mean, I was gonna go see a lawyer first, and then see like, like that person that we kidnapped / rescued.
Okay, so should we meet someplace before the tattoo parlor? Then I'll meet you for the tattoo parlor. I need to go to a lawyer's office. That sounds boring.
Laws are rather boring, yeah.
North, I'll go with you to the lawyer.
Oh, by the way, you have to sign something.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, you got to go to the Bastion to sign a thing.
Just
That
to
you're
meet
not
with him?
involved in. You're not involved
Uh,
in that, but apparently you got to sign it as well.
Yeah, you weren't here, but so there was this paladin, Lucius Nightbreaker, and he came in here into the tavern and started to like, I don't know, like say stuff to us and got real pushy, and then he like stepped up to me, and North warned him, and I warned him, but he took a swing anyway. So I sat him down, and then we put him on his horse. And sent him back, and then he filed like some complaint against the Favoured Few,
For assault.
and like for assault, which is like, I mean, Spike was here, he saw the whole thing, like
I did.
the paladin started it.
Absolutely hidden.
The Hand of Ord thinks that maybe he's being influenced or blackmailed by like either the chain or the veil. They told me that when I went and signed the paperwork, so they're going to keep an eye on him.
And what are the consequences in Anchorale when getting litigious?
I mean, we filed a counter complaint.
Yeah.
He did attack us first.
Yeah. Oh, when I was there and signed it, the guy that I signed it like in front of took Nightbreaker's complaint and just wadded it up and threw it away. So I don't think that they are putting a lot of weight on it. But we have a counter complaint with the witness. So but that's what North said to sign it, so I signed it.
I wasn't present for any of it. Why do I have to sign anything?
Because he accused the adventuring company.
The adventure company as a whole.
Yeah.
Trust me, I wasn't even a part of it. Even
You
though
were
he's
just sitting there.
I was just sitting there.
As all this talk of like signing, Wilvan is kind of absentmindedly playing with his tattoo. He's got his hand over his other hand and just rubbing it, not really like focused on it, but he says, I mean, if it's the only thing that if I have to get us off the hook, but I'm not getting involved in this if I'm not a witness or a party to it. But I'm here for you. I'm obviously part of
You
the
don't
group.
have. I guess you don't have to sign it ish, but he really accused like the 4 of us, even if you weren't there. So.
Oh, all right. Let's go sign
And
something.
then again, Spike can also attest to the fact that you weren't there, which will most probably discredit the man in the eyes of the old court.
Should we also tell him that he was stalking me, or?
I mean, we don't have proof of that, though.
That's true. All right, let's just go and sign it. See a dead woman. See a lawyer.
Yeah, you can go see the dead woman while I go see the lawyer. That's... You have questions for her, I believe. Something like that.
I mean, I don't. I personally don't, but
Why don't we meet in the guided district in about, say, 4 hours?
You have something to do?
It sounds like we all do.
I'll just take Orgoth to the tattoo parlor where you're all doing this. I'm sure 4 hours would be enough for him to figure out what he wants.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, of course. So 4 hours. Guided district. Wilvan, we meet to see Watcher Byron.
Yeah, if possible.
Of course.
Okay. So
And break.
Okay, so clearing this up. So North and Wilvan are going to where first? So I can write this down.
Do I need to go see this lawyer to sign something?
It's at the Bastion for the papers. The lawyers in the guided district. They didn't give us a public defender, so we have to find our own.
Okay. So I guess we'll head to the guided district now. We'll do that first. Wilvan wouldn't mind seeing this lawyer anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we can just like make a little stop at the Shrine of the Everlight to just see how Milady's going. What's her name?
It
Asta?
is
Asta, yep.
Asta. This is the House of Revival to Cernray, correct? That you're going to, where Asta is.
Yeah.
The person who's the head of the temple there is Firekeeper Sheila.
Saradon, yes.
Saradon, yeah.
Yes.
So you head that direction. Laphus and Orgoth head to the tattoo parlor, and you'll probably get there first.
Okay.
You get to speed this along. You get to the alleyway where the spinning happens.
All right, I'm just gonna look over at Orgoth and just go, okay, so what you really want to do is stick your arms out, kind of like a helicopter, and then spin around 3 times.
What's the helicopter?
It's a thing in my head. I've read about it in books.
Helicopter.
Orgoth, which way do you spin?
Oh, it's gotta be counterclockwise.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything
Orgoth,
yet.
you're muted. You're muted.
You're muted.
Okay, I don't know what the thing. It must be a bird. Okay. Okay.
You spin.
I'm gonna roll
Yeah.
to see which way I spin. If it's
Clockwise or counterclockwise.
yeah. If it's even, I'm gonna go clockwise. If it's odd, I'm gonna go counterclockwise. I rolled a 5, so I go counterclockwise, right? Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
And suddenly sand starts spiraling around you, and you disappear.
Okay.
And Laphus, you do the same thing? Do you follow?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't put my arms out, though.
And Orgoth, you appear in a alleyway. It's really dusty and hot here. The sky is kind of darkened a little bit. It wasn't dark when you left. It was bright morning blue sky on Corel. But you look up into the alleyway, you see a banner that says Ragulus's over a shack at the end of the alleyway.
Ooh. Oh. All right. I guess that's it.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Hey, that was kind of neat. Yeah, I want to go. So is that it? Okay, let's go. I gotta see what this person can do.
I'm just gonna head over to the door, open it
okay.
up, and just say, "Got another one for ya."
You see the man. This man is he's tall human, and he's got like scales that have been like surgically implanted all over his body, and like you even see the stitches on his neck and on his cheeks and on his forehead. He's got a oh god, um, the elephant people. What are they called? I'm having a brain fart.
Which one is Shadow
Lock-
Guy?
Not the
Loxodon?
Loxodon. Oh, there's a
Oh,
Loxodon.
elephant. I
Yeah,
heard
elephant.
Elven. I was just like,
Elven.
There's
Elephant.
many.
Yeah. There is a Loxodon with his, he's got like a big heart being drawn on his shoulder. And he's like, "Ugh," and he's like breathing heavily through his trunk. He's like, oh, you're back already. Oh, you're new. Hi, Laphus. Hi. Who are you? My name is Regulus, and I am
Oh.
a tattoo artist extraordinaire. As she must have
Oh,
told you,
my name
you're
is
here.
Orgoth Skullcrusher. And yes, I would very much like to get a tattoo.
Miss Laphus, I will give you a discount on a tattoo for bringing me business. So thank you for that very much. And he points you to a series of books that are really thick, and you see like lots of sample drawings and flashes, basically tattoo flash.
Oh,
And
right.
it's like, give me about 30 minutes to finish this up, and I'll be right with you.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Please tell me the heart says "mom" on it.
It does say mom on it, yeah.
Yes.
and um, and the machine that the tattoo pin is hooked up to is growling. It's like and glowing with this red energy.
Ooh. All right.
And he takes about 30 minutes, and he finishes. And he gives the Loxodon a pot of stuff to put on it, and wipes some, like, smears some greasy things, goo on it, and says, once a day, keep care of this. And Loxodon gives him money, and heads like, boom, 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 heads on out. So, you find something you like?
I mean, yeah. There's a lot of really cool looking pictures. If I design something, like if I showed you something, could I just get it? Could I get it?
Well, it's
Do you
got
do,
to be
like, a
up to my
custom thing like
standards.
that?
I can probably take whatever drawing and make it better, but it needs to be up
Okay.
to my exacting standards as an artist. But
Right. I get that. Okay. So,
And Orgoth is going to basically say,
yeah, I was wondering if maybe, you could have, I could get one that kind of looks like this.
and Orgoth will use his masquerade tattoo to basically shift um into a depiction of question, like her face.
okay. Oh, she's a pretty one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I
Nice
really messed up.
horns.
Oh yeah, they're really beautiful. I kind of messed up, and I thought like maybe a good thing to do would be to get like a tattoo of her, dude. Then I could show her that she's like this, like, I wanted to be this permanent part of my life
I
because I would have a tattoo
I
put
think
on.
this is a great idea, Mr. Orgoth. A great idea. Slaps you on the back.
See, I could stop this at any moment, but I'm not going to. or Orgoth is old enough so that he can.
Yeah,
make his
he's
own
an adult
decisions,
technically.
but he is still young enough that this is a learning experience.
Oh god, it's gonna
Can
be
you-
for sure.
I'm sure you can't cover up magical tattoos
You
with
can probably
other
change
tattoos.
them, but he says that will be this is a little bit more detailed and more realistic, so I'm going to say 125 gold.
Can you make it do anything anything cool? Like North had a tattoo that let her, like, it like summoned her sword.
I didn't do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, so
She,
you don't
she
do
was very
magic
specific.
tattoos.
I mean, I could make it do something, but I don't think you would like it. And he reaches into a book and pulls out a contract and puts it in front
Oh
of you.
yeah, I've heard like you should never sign one of those things.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Buy it.
Okay.
And he pushes it toward you.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I don't think I'm gonna pass then. I mean, I might be young, but when the person offering you a contract says you shouldn't sign it, like that's like a double dip of not signing it. Like, I shouldn't sign that, right, Laphus? That's like, I mean, he's telling me not to sign it.
Well, you need to read it first, of course. You should read any contract you're offered.
It is true. You should read any contract, but when it comes to devils,
Do you see any horns on this? He kind of like points to his head. I am a dragonborn.
you're scaly.
I don't know what that means.
You know
And-
what? I will
gonna-
read this. I'm gonna read the contract. I'm
Okay.
gonna read the contract.
Okay,
for
make an
Orgoth.
investigation roll at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Damn. First roll was a 19 on the die. Damn, that sucks.
Oh no!
Investigation is +5. That is an 11.
11. It looks like pretty standard contract where he would get the ability to give himself a buff once a day to basically attack rolls.
Okay, so from what I'm reading, and honestly, I'm kind of skimming through this. I'm tired of reading this shit.
You've read a lot of law books over the last couple
I
of
have
days.
read a lot of law books these last few days. So it seems like you'll get if he does any magic, it's gonna help you out in battle, but also he's a devil. You say you're not, but come on, dude.
I mean, it is, at the cost of your soul, of course.
Yeah, there you go. But I think his soul already belongs to the love of his life or whatever.
Oh, that's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I think on the contract.
And Orgoth will like push it back towards
Uh,
the tattoo guy.
He looks at it and kind of like crosses out a section. And he's like, oh, that was a good one. That was a really good one. I'll have to try that again. And he wads up the paper and throws it in the trash. And he says, I could have, if you'd have told me your true love's name, I could make something really magical happen.
Well, what does that mean?
If you miss her so much, you might be able to talk to her whenever you want, just by touching your tattoo.
Kind of like a sending stone, but without limitations.
Yes.
And without consent.
So wait, so it's like a tattoo sending stone?
Yes, it is. Insight check.
Yeah, I'll make an insight check.
If he writes
Oh,
down
that's
another...
That's a dirty 20.
Oh,
Good job, Orgoth.
he is being very much hiding something right now.
Is it another one of the costs to your souls?
I'm gonna say I think like is that another like I gotta like sell my soul for the messaging thing?
Oh, you would be selling your soul for this.
Whose soul would I be selling?
Your friends, actually.
Yeah, that's probably not. I'm gonna say that's not gonna. North always talks about.
Let's just say
communication, which is good, but then consent, which is important. And I'm gonna guess that communication without consent probably is gonna like. It feels like a dichotomy.
Let's
but I think
just
it's
say
gonna break
that you would
the
be
bigger
looking
rule.
after her soul for me, for future.
I don't.
let's just
Look,
skip
I'm
that
gonna, I'm
for the
gonna,
moment.
I'm gonna level with you, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I already screwed this whole thing up over dinner. I don't think I can take care of her soul. I think that's gonna. I recognize that's probably gonna go sideways. So I mean, it's rocky right now. Even if we're going out, I mean, she said, don't call me, I'll call you. So maybe getting a tattoo that lets me talk to her whenever I want, and then I have to safeguard her soul. I have a lot on my plate already of having to watch over people and places. So I'm just gonna, you know what? And Orgoth turns to Laphus. He's like, I think this was a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want any, even you could get yourself a tattoo without any of the little fixins that he does.
You know, I gave
still
your
look pretty
friend
awesome.
I gave your friend a really amazing tattoo.
That's
And I did
true.
Yeah.
not do any magical shenanigans.
Yeah. I'm gonna and Orgoth like starts to back up and kind of look around for the exit. And he's like, I think maybe this is all okay. All right, we're gonna go. Okay, bye. And he just spins 3 times.
Like Wonder Woman, like the old school version.
That's what
He Linda Carter's it up. Does anything happen?
You do not disappear now.
Uh,
You're just
How
you're
embarrassing.
yeah, you're just in the tattoo parlor. You have to
he stops. And he
Laphus,
hasn't
you know you
gone
have to be
anywhere. And he's
outside
like,
to do that.
Yeah,
like,
I just look at him like, man, that is embarrassing. If you want to leave Orgoth, do that same
Yeah.
thing but outside of this area.
Okay. It was very nice to meet you. Orgoth like has that moment of being very present, and then he just turns around and walks out of the shop.
He turns to
This has all gone terribly wrong.
Regulus turns to Laphus and says, so he did not buy anything, so I cannot offer you a discount. So is there anything else I can offer you?
I just need a name of that one tattoo parlor that he lives in.
Oh, you need a name.
Yeah.
That wasn't part of our agreement before. You didn't ask about it.
Well, I'm asking now.
Well, you know what you have to do then.
Do I have to?
You do. So I love it so much. I don't have eyes, but once I did see. I once had thoughts, now white and empty. What am I?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I hate riddles.
Cut to.
Can you write that?
I will copy and paste. Give me a second. And let me, everyone in meeting. Paste. Boom. Okay. North and Wilvan, you get to the guided district.
Yep.
And you know that Father Egon is he is a member of the Temple of Arathis,
Yes.
the lawbearer. And he you're shown into his office off of
That's
the
a
main area. Yeah.
Very
Right.
big, ironic place for me to be in.
Yeah.
I love that.
Right as we get to the right outside the front door, Wilvan will grab North's arm real quick and be like, "Just can you give me a second?" And
Yeah.
he rifles through his coat and he pulls out a scrap of paper and I guess a quill or something. What the
Yeah.
fuck do we use? And he kind of looks at North. He says, "Do you mind? Can I use your back?"
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna actually have to get on my knees, but yep.
Thank you. And he puts the paper on North's back, and he actually casts Mage Hand to do this. So the Mage Hand writes faster than he can.
Okay.
But he kind of very slyly scrolls through his tattoo and has the quill kind of write down the verbiage of everything. He leaves out all the names of his clan members.
Uh-huh.
and any like I guess any personals, things like that. Anything that mentions the clan itself.
Hmm.
But all of the verbiage minus the names, he just writes down real quick, and folds it up and pops it back into his pocket.
Okay. I'd like you to make, and you may have to remind me of this later.
Mhm.
I'd like you to make because you're transcribing, investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Investigation or Arcana, because this is transcribing magical writing.
Damn. What is up with these dice today? That's an 8.
Okay. You look down, and the first line, as you're writing, the first letter of every line says, what it says, copyright, copyright the Z name that is kind of like hard to read.
Mm-hmm.
Do not mess with my contracts, or I shall come for you.
Wilvan
Oh, that's
just
taking some time.
he
You sure
just
you're good?
rips up the paper and he says, "Yup, never mind." And he
Okay.
straight up litters. He's
Pieces of
irritated.
paper like blowing in
Yeah.
the wind. Yeah.
Ooh, littering. Dang, we're in the front of the law bearer. You do that here?
You don't think we're in enough? We got other things to worry about right now.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Going to Joaquin. And
You head to the office. There is a priest, halfling, a gnome. Was that what I say? He's a gnome. He's a gnome.
he's a gnome.
Gnome. He's got kind of like graying hair, shaved on the side, like a little curly on top. Wearing a full-on frock and collar, like white collar. And he stands up. And he says, "Oh, I have visitors. Hello, my name is Father Egon Temple Simple. Nice to meet you. How can I help you?"
Father Temple Simple, good morning.
Yes.
You have been recommended to me by the ambassador of the Dwandalian Empire. I heard that your services are excellent, and I would like to inquire if we could
Vonadriel,
purchase a bit of your time.
yes? No, sorry. Hamoen. Hamoen, right?
Yes.
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 Hamoen Delore. She is quite a lovely woman.
She is.
So what can I do? I can be quite limited in the kind of cases that I take. What are you looking for? Looking for in aiding you?
We're looking into well, and I'm gonna give him like the whole frickin' detail of the
Yeah.
thing.
Do you
And
leave out the
that he
part where
has
you draw
been-
on his armor?
This guy has accused us of assaulting. There's nothing with like me drawing on anything.
Okay.
He hasn't accused us of that.
So he accused you of, what did he accuse you of exactly?
Assaulting him.
Walk me through what happened at the Cool Flame when he came in before the punches. Yeah. And he's like nodding. He's like,
I had a discussion with the ambassador, and she did recommend you very heartily.
And you're wishing for me to represent you in court, in front of Saord?
This man has not only accused us falsely, but also, by doing so, had us dragged into the street, into a carriage of the Hand of Ord. So I would say that we were humiliated in that our
So you're
reputation
making
might
a
have been tainted as
counterclaim.
well.
Yes, you're making a counterclaim against him.
Absolutely.
What kind of damages are you wishing to get out of this?
I'm going for the whole shebang. Well, but mostly emotional damages, honestly. Because we didn't do anything wrong, but then again, he did assault us. So how much do you think we could get out of that?
You could probably get. This is more of a civil matter. No one was arrested. I'm going to say that if we are successful, we could probably get several hundred gold in payment.
And how much are you requiring as a way of payment?
A mere 10%.
It's perfect.
Donated to the law bearer, of course.
Of course.
There is the simple matter of there are several underjudges. This matter may not be as important to be seen by Saord himself, theirself.
No, of course, and I would have loved if it could have been solved in maybe mediation, because like having someone to.
Of course.
Honestly, I don't know how long we're going to be in the city, and a trial might take forever, so we might be stuck here.
So you want this to be expedited as well. If you could leave me a 100 gold piece, a deposit.
Absolutely, I can.
What's a retainer? It's called a retainer.
That man's got his retainer.
Yeah.
Bam!
Okay. I will file all the necessary paperwork. Is it you and your friend here who are filing, or is it, who? What are the names?
There is already a paperwork done at the Bastion.
Got it. Okay. I shall go look that up, and I will take care of things. Where can I find you so that I might speak to you?
You can find us at the Cool Flame.
He writes that down.
Where that happened.
Hopefully this will not go before mediation, before it goes in front of a judge. There are judges who have connections with certain temples here. So
Indeed.
I will see if we can avoid actually going to court.
Thank you very much.
And he stands up, comes over, waddles over, and shakes your hand.
Good handshake. Yep.
Nods to you, Wilvan.
Wilvan, did you want anything with Father Egan?
He's a little awkward shuffle of his feet, and he looks up at North. He says, "Actually, do you mind giving us a moment?"
Oh, absolutely. No problem. I'm gonna go wait outside.
Okay.
How
can I
much
help
for your
you?
advice?
Yes.
I need advice of counsel.
Of course.
How much do you charge for something like that?
For an hour's time, I'm going to say of 4 gold.
Willen takes out 5 and slams it on the table with his tattoo hand. He says, "Mind if I pull up a seat?"
Please. Are your gloves on, or is it no gloves?
It doesn't really matter if it's. I think it prints on the glove, so
Okay. Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard to hide. And so he takes a seat and he says, I found myself in a generational contract that I feel I'm on the losing side of. I don't know with whom, and I've only recently been able to read the verbiage of the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to bring that to you today, but there's magic in place that prevents me from doing so.
What is the nature of this contract? Is this between 2 parties? Is this something that you've signed? I'm a little bit confused.
How seriously do you take confidentiality?
You have given me, by the lawbearer's name, all confidentiality between me is a contract between us. I will speak of it to no one.
That's a 29 insight check.
Oh yeah, it's not only is it like this is part of his worship of the lawbearer. So he's definitely on the straight and narrow.
Wilvan will take the glove off, regardless whether it's necessary or not. And he'll, I guess, open the tattoo, magnify it, and
Right.
he'll.
It almost has like a 3-dimensional kind of. It comes off the skin a little bit as it spins out.
And he says, I've not signed anything myself, but I believe someone somewhere in my line has signed something that I fear is airtight. And what I'm looking for is a way to get someone out of it.
Oh, that's very interesting. And it looks like the whole contract. I cannot read. I can only read part of it, but I can tell that it continues on and becomes too small to read.
Would it help if I read it?
Yes.
Wilvan just reads it out loud. He skips the names, same as
Yeah,
he
and you
would have
can you kind of can spin. You know, like the words are spinning. He can see that magic's happening.
Okay.
He's like, do you know who wrote this contract or who made this contract with this list of names here?
I've met someone that seems to be a representative of whoever drafted this contract. I don't believe I've met the actual writer.
The writer
But-
and the party involved may be two different people.
Yeah, I believe that's the case. And he scrolls all the way to the end and he says, "Now, someone that I love quite dearly
He
did
pats your
sign
hand. He
it."
pats your hand, other hand.
And I'm wondering if in the verbiage there's a way to undo that.
This is quite a strange and might be beyond my capabilities. I usually work with the laws of men. I don't have much. I can do my research, but this is something magical that's binding your soul, binding all of these souls. I believe I would need much study to be able to zero in on fault in the contract, if that's what you're asking me. This is quite convoluted and quite. If I didn't know any better, I mean, it could be a devilish contract.
Yes, I believe it's intentionally convoluted in that way. It seems to have been a burden of my clan for many generations.
How is it?
It was.
Is it
Go ahead.
the contract passed along? Does everyone in your tribe have this? In your village have this contract?
My elders wouldn't talk about it when I was young, but from what I've gathered myself, I believe it manifests once per generation. It comes with a burden of power as well. Some of it I can't control, and some of it, and Wilvan, for the first time in front of somebody, lets his hand he kind of pushes energy toward his hand
Mhm.
and allows it to transform into a long-fingered, long-clawed dragon's hand that still has the tattoo on it. And he puts his hand on the table, and a ring of ice kind of just creeps out from the fingertips, and the frost kind of covers like an inch outward on the table.
My son, this might be beyond me. I can concentrate on the wordage, the verbiage of the contract. But if it is locked in magically, I do not know if I can help you. But then again, I might be able to find something in the words. That is what I am the best at.
You come highly recommended, and I don't believe that I can trust many people with this information. So anything you can find out, I would greatly appreciate.
I do not believe I would be able to copy. It would take some time to copy all of this down. Is there a time you can come back? I'll only charge you for the hour. That I can spend much more time listening to you read. I cannot read whatever language this is. It is on your hand. I see names in common and in different languages, but I cannot read the infernal.
I understand. I can come back in a few days' time. I've no guarantee exactly when on a time frame.
Of course,
I have
of
other
course.
business to attend
Well,
to,
of course,
but if
yes.
if you're here often, I'll be sure
My
to.
office is here, so you can find me here whenever.
Then I'll be back in a few days at the very most.
When you come back, allow yourself several hours. I'll only charge you for the hour, but give me time to peruse. I think that will give me enough time. Maybe I can figure out something.
Wilvan will stand up, extend his normal hand, and just very earnestly, thank you. I otherwise feel very alone in this.
My son.
Wilvan kind of winces at that, those words.
You have been caught up in something that is beyond you, that goes back generations. None of this is your fault.
And yet it's my burden to bear.
Then we'll bear it together. And he shakes your hand.
Wilvan gives a nod of his head, reaches into his pocket with the dragon hand, pulls out 3 more gold, and as his hand comes out, it's normal again.
Okay.
And he pops it on the desk and pops his hat on as he walks out the door.
Okay. And he comes out north. You're standing there.
Oh yeah, I'm just chilling against the wall.
Okay.
Very casual. Hoping I don't run into any undesirables.
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's a straight roll. Ooh, 18 again.
18. No, you don't see anybody.
Good.
None of the Dusk Maven people. None. No Paladins of Palor.
Good. Great, even.
Sorry to make you wait. Ready?
Yeah. Shrine's over there.
Okay, going back to Laphus and Orgoth.
Yep.
Laphus. You see the oh God, Regulus. He takes what looks like a soul coin, but it's actually kind of like it's got a blank on it. It doesn't really have any design on it. And he's like, "Oh, I can't. I'm not going to be able to use this now. Oh, that would have been nice, have your friend's friend. I had a little home, just all built. Maybe that'll come in handy
You'll
later."
get another. You'll get another.
Yeah, that's true. So, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, it's a riddle. And she is going to cast Summon Undead
Mm-hmm.
and raise up a skeleton,
Mm-hmm.
take off its head, and hand it to him.
What an answer! This is perfect. I'm gonna keep you right here. And he puts him like on top of the tattoo.
Should put some candles in its head. It'll be kind
That's
of like
that's so
spooky.
metal. And you see him kind of like take his finger and light a candle and put the candle like underneath the skull. So the parlor you're looking for, and this may not necessarily be the name of the author, but the parlor you're looking for is named Zagek.
The Gek.
Zagek.
All right.
Zagek.
Got it.
You need to come back more often. You bring me all sorts of fun things to do.
Don't make it a thing.
Okay. So you walk back and you do the little spinny spin without the arms and meet Orgoth back in the alleyway back in Ankarel.
All right, I got what I needed. You should go and
Okay.
talk to the others.
Yeah, all right.
How long has it been since we've been out here?
You get back in the alleyway, it's probably been maybe less than an hour.
Okay. All right. I just didn't know if time was different here than it was in there.
Maybe. You don't know. It looks
It's
like about
been a week.
It looks like an hour has passed, so.
All right. All right, let's go find our group. I will tell them what I found out, and yeah. You're good, Orgoth?
Yeah, that wasn't gonna work, right?
Oh no, he was gonna have you hold on to Question Soul, and whenever you died, he'd have her soul, and you don't want to have that. He was gonna put her in a soul coin. That's just not gonna work.
Yeah, I meant getting the tattoo of Question. That wasn't gonna work, right?
Oh no, that was not.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You gotta learn from your mistakes, buddy. Just give her time. When she finally has that moment to herself, and you have your own moment to look back, see how you fucked up, and we all grow from it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think it'll be good for us to go down to Kilmore. That'll be good with something to focus on, right? That and then the tournament, and to get a house, and like those are all like positive, forward moving things that I can focus on and be mature about and put that other stuff, all the other stuff behind me. Marker stuff.
You shouldn't put it behind you, but at least learn from it.
Okay.
Grow
I'll try.
from these experiences.
Okay.
And you make your way to the guided district. You were meeting. Where were you meeting at?
I guess a fountain.
Okay.
That would be like the central place.
Okay. You meet at the fountain in the center of the guide district. And a carriage comes in, and you, two of you get out, and you see North and Wilvan waiting for you there.
We all done with business?
I mean, we haven't checked in with what's her name yet. We can do that after. I don't know.
All right. Found the name. Orgoth didn't get his tattoo.
What?
Yeah, because it like, I mean, he's. I said that I thought the tattoo that he gave you was really cool because it was magic, and he said he didn't do that, but that he could give me a magic tattoo, but then it was going to cost me, like my soul, and that
Yeah.
seemed kind of expensive. And then I was going to get a tattoo that maybe that would let me, like be a sending stone to question all the time. But then he said that it wouldn't cost me my soul, but that I would be the caretaker of her. Anyway, I didn't get a tattoo.
Orgoth, you pissed her off and you wanted to get something to communicate with her?
It's all right. He didn't go through with it.
Excellent. Speaking of sending stones, don't you have something for Wilvan?
Oh yeah.
And Orgoth will go into his pouch, and Wilvan, he pulls out this this like an amulet almost that is circular and has these like intertwined like 3 circles around one in the center, and in the center of it, like underneath this kind of like gemmed covering is a little forward F and a backward F, like the little Favoured Few like emblem that he had made for the necklace he has. And he's like, okay, so I had these made, and they're boy, this would have been really good if I got this to you before you got taken. Sending stones that all of us can use with each other, and you can send a message to everybody or one person. And there's like a little booklet that comes with it that explains how it works. But here, now we all have one, and then we can all be connected.
It's a brilliant idea, Orgoth, as he's investigating it, checking it out. Is that just I can use it at will many times as I need?
Well, I mean, it's got like it's like every magic item almost, right? It's got like charges, and then it has to recharge the next day because some kind of like magic arcane battery thing. I don't know how exactly all that stuff works, but yeah, you can use it as a way for like the whole the group of us to like chat with each other, right? So it has anyway, and he hands a little booklet over too. He's like, this explains how it all works.
Ross, Bill put this into D&D Beyond, so you can kind of
Sweet.
Yeah, you can just go add the Favoured Few group chat. That's the item.
We have
Group
a group chat.
Sweet. Fantastic. Thank you, Orgoth.
Yeah, I just, it seems like things keep happening where we get separated, and sometimes we choose to, and other times the choice is made for us, or and we have to be able to stay in contact, because I didn't like it when you were gone and I couldn't talk to you.
Yeah. Likewise.
Now you can talk together all the time. Let's go.
where are you going?
There's that one tower that we can't miss, apparently.
You look, and it takes it's about a 3 to 4 story kind of thin tower, but it's got a slight tilt to it. Looks like it's showing its age. Ivory bricks. There's like cracks. There's vines growing up. One side of it, there's like a tree limb kind of like growing into, and like it's like out of the tower, almost like the tree is holding it up.
Any religious imagery on it?
None whatsoever.
Which is weird here.
There's a door. Yeah, there's a door. You actually see on the side of the building, it looks like there was a sign that was nailed up, but it was like ripped down, and there's like a one word. It's like COND, and then the rest of the sign is gone.
Okay, is there any thieves' cant?
Make a
area?
perception check.
13.
You think this is visual too?
Yeah.
It looks like one of the cracks is forming a crescent moon.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's a place. So, as he said, be on your guard, everyone. Careful.
There's no traffic coming in and out of this building? Does
No,
it seem
no.
abandoned?
There's like grass growing, like overgrown. It's not really abandoned. There is a door, and you do look down and you see tracks. In the tracks, you see footprints happening through the through the dust leading up to the door that are fairly recent. Not this morning, but
As we enter, Wilvan does a quick look around, see if anybody's watching.
Testing the door, see if
yeah,
it's
make,
locked.
make,
If it's
make,
locked.
make a perception check.
As this is happening, Laphus is gonna kind of casually stand next to Wilvan and just say, "So I figured out who made the contract.
Wilvan's wide eyes dart to her.
Not the name, just where he is. Exactly where he works. Ever been to Zadash?
No.
He's there, and I believe he owns a tattoo parlor called Zagek.
Where's that?
Zagek is in Zadash.
Where's Zadash?
It's in the Empire. You would know. It's one of them. It's where a lot of airships were made. You know about Zadash. It's a huge city, walled city.
Do I know anyone from Zadash?
You probably would know like somebody. We can talk about it later, like somebody from your past. Yeah, you would know somebody.
You're telling me someone in the Empire wrote this contract?
Pretty sure it's not human or anything like that. Maybe a different type of devil or a demon or something.
Laphus, where did you find this out?
Tattoo parlor. And also a book. And she like takes out the book from her bag and like hands it over to Wilvan.
And you flip through the book, and there's like handwritten notes in the margins of the book. And towards the end of the book, you see a spiral pattern of words that look very similar to the ones on your hand.
Laphus, do you mind if I hold on to this for a bit?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I think I got a lot of it.
Does the book have a title?
It's written by a human author in Ank'Harel. It's a very boring book on the law. Like contract law, actually, specifically.
He'll bookmark the pages that are interesting to him and stuff it.
Actually, I'm changing my mind.
Roll it back.
Roll it back. The author's name is Richard Temple Simple.
Wilvan, he's taking all that in, and he closes the book to read the title, opens it up to read the author, and he just kind of slowly smirks as he looks over at Laphus, and he just says, "Imagine me hugging you right now."
Just imagine that. That'd be funny. If she like takes a step back.
And he'll chuckle as he pockets the book into his pouch. Thank you.
Had to do something. You guys are helping me out.
North, you're at the door.
Is the door locked?
It's not locked. I mean, it's actually just kind of barely hanging on its hinges.
Come and try to
make a perception. Actually, make an investigation if you.
investigation.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a 22.
You see a little bit of a hair, maybe even like a strand of webbing connecting the door to the door frame.
Do I identify this as a trap or as a way to see if someone's been in and out?
You've seen this before. This is an alarm spell.
Mm-hmm.
Like breaking this thread may trigger like a silent alarm.
Okay.
With somebody.
And you say it's barely hanging onto the hinges.
It's like, yeah, the door is barely hanging onto the hinges, yeah.
Okay, hear me out. Where is that little hair thing?
It's like on the top of the door. It's like a rounded top archway, and so it's the top of the door going down to the top of the door.
Is there a way, if the door would be unlatched and unhinged, that we could move it up to not trigger the alarm?
The door is pretty big size. I mean, it is a tower door.
Okay,
it'd have to be
it's a
somebody
big door.
Strong, have to lift it up and be dexterous enough to, do it without yanking it away.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna reach up with my dagger and just snap it and go bing bong.
Okay. A few moments, he's like, "Oh!" So you hear a voice. "Oh, what? Oh, no, nobody's home." You hear from the other side of the door.
Yeah, right. Who's there then?
You open it up, and you see, this older gnome balding to the back of his head, kind of just like sallow eyes, yellow, almost a yellowish kind of parchment skin. He's pretty ancient. And he looks like, "Yeah, what do you want?"
What's your Byron?
"Yeah, that's me. That's my name."
We might have a mutual acquaintance. Do you mind if we ask a few questions?
Well, it depends on who your acquaintance is.
Okay, I'm taking a leap of faith here. I mean, he's not exactly tall or handsome, but like a drow that probably comes from like Jorhas.
He narrows his eyes. Do you know who we are? Are you aware?
I'm aware.
Are you aware of what he has done?
I'm not, but I want to hear everything about it.
Yeah, should we talk about this though, not out here?
Absolutely.
I'd like you to make either I'm trying to think. Because are you trying to deceive him? I mean, you're not really saying anything deceptive right now.
I'm not being deceptive.
But you're trying to present yourself as somebody who might have something to ally. Yeah. Yeah. So I make a deception.
That could be deception.
Yeah, that's deception. I'm seeing the time, just so you know.
26.
He says, "Why don't we come in and talk?"
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
"Boys, hold your fire," he yells inside and walks inside. The rest of you follow?
Yeah, one last
Well,
look
yeah.
to see if anyone's watching us.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow right behind.
Okay. North, you go first, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's like North, Wilvan, Orgoth, and then Laphus. Laphus, as you're walking in, suddenly you feel the ground kind of like get unsteady underneath your feet, and you hear this rumbling sound. And in the midst of the rumbling sound, you hear a voice. "My queen, come home. and suddenly the entire ground gives way, revealing a portal. And you step in, falling through the portal.
Oh fuck.
And you look back, and the ground kind of reverts itself, leaving no trace.
All you guys hear is just, oh fuck.
And that's where we're going to stop for.
Well, that's more of a heads up than Wilvan's ever given us.
Amen.
Jaiden, you're in Vegas next week, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, you're.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Have fun.
We're gonna have some
I
one shots. We're gonna have
will.
some one shots coming up. So
That's exciting. I love one shots, man.
I do too.
Yep.
Oh, that was a great episode. I think y'all are starting to figure some things out, and
Yeah, it's getting juicy.
eventually we'll get to Kale Morrow. Hopefully one day.
Next session.
Someday.
It's always next session.
Yeah.
Let's go around and do a wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. You can find me on the socials at Bill Roper or at Bill freaking Roper. Not that I'm being very social right now because it's the holiday season, so I'm staying at home. Thank you all for coming and watching and talking with us in our stream chat and being a part of our increasingly bizarre adventures through Exandria. Here's to making bad choices.
Yay. Just so you know, if you had gone through with it, Question's soul would have been entrapped in the tattoo, and you could talk to her at any time you wanted to, but she'd do it.
Right. Diabolical.
It's
Yeah,
what Orgoth would have wanted.
Can we say that Ron deserves his name? Okay.
Yes. Oh,
That
yes.
bastard,
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
thank you for rolling a 19 at exactly the right moment, my little friend D20.
Hey everyone, this is Jaiden. I'm playing Laphus. You can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, and also hanging around on the Severed Sons Discord, Shop Fallout. So you can find me, the name on, and yeah, I'll be gone next couple of weeks, going house hunting, checking out, or celebrating my friend's birthday.
Yeah.
And also gonna go to California for like 3 days. Check out Universal Studios again, cause
You gonna-
yay.
You going to Mario? You're going to see Mario again?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Awesome.
Dude, I'd love
So
to go
jealous.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have when you went to Florida. Or is it still not there yet?
I don't know. I don't know if it is.
It's
I
coming
wouldn't have had
soon.
time anyway.
Yeah.
It's coming soon.
Oh,
Folks, thanks for tuning in. This is Ross. I've been playing Wilvan. I so appreciate both my compatriots here and our viewers for being so understanding when I come and go. Work calls, duty calls occasionally. But I'm happy to be back. Today was a blast. I love how juicy this is getting for all of us. Honestly, Ron, thank you for
Thank
your
you.
storytelling. Those of you who join us on the Discord, I'm just gonna ask that you maybe bring a friend. Tell someone to come in and join us. Just because we're always looking to expand our community, of course. But I just think the Discord is a nice, positive, healthy environment, which are rare on the internet.
supportive. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Super
we
chill.
talk about a lot of cool stuff, a lot of nerdy stuff, but if you're here, that's kind of what you're into. So join us, bring a friend. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Hey everyone, this is Jimmy. I've been playing North My God, it's late. I'm tired. It's been a week. I've been playing North the Admin Roguelike. You can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, Tumblr at Steelclad Vicar. And you know what? If you like what you see, blah blah blah, Patreon, 3 tiers. So if you have a monthly donation that you would like to make, you can find us on there. We have exclusive stuff, early access to episodes of this and the Severed Sons podcast as well, doing Icewind Dale. You know what? This is good stuff. We also have stuff like some one-shots, some short stories, Fangs Journal that I would really like to see new pages of soon. I'm sure the notes are I'm sure the notes are juicy. But yeah, Thanks for watching, and see you next week.
And my name is Ron Murphy. You can find me on Twitter at Ron88Keys, RBDM, or on Blue Sky. Please follow us on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram at Severed Sons DND. You can find the Severed Sons Rime of the Frostmaiden podcast on any podcasting platform. You get this episode a week later on the podcast as well, and on YouTube, our YouTube channel. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast and Critical Role. Thank you to my local comic book shop, Nirvana Comics. They are awesome. Support your local comic book store. And thank you to all the listeners and our fans. Keep on rolling, everyone. Bye, all.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.